So I was thinking, if anybody doesn't know, here's a pro tip for alts. Maybe I should just make this a YouTube video, like a 1-minute YouTube video. The proest tip for a fresh character. If you get any named items from an expedition or from out in the world, they drop at 590 base, right? But you see, you know what? Let's just turn this into a YouTube video. Hi, YouTube. Anyway, so you see, like, right, this is 595. Well, it's 576 because it scales down. Anything that you get that's named stays at 590 or whatever gear score you get it at. So meaning you could be a fresh 500 overall expertise, and instead of being 550, you could have some 590s thrown in there. And that's really strong when you start to think about weapons, like how impactful weapons are, right? And so if you can be running around with a 590 weapon instead, you're juiced. You're juiced out of your mind. So to further my rant from my most recent live stream, here is a prime example. Although my expertise is a bit higher, this is a 598 life staff, and because my expertise is 571, it cuts the difference, and I have a 584 life staff that does 902 damage. Now, if I were somebody that had a level 600 life staff that I bought off the market, but I was at 500 expertise, that would put me at 550 on the 600 item. I would still have the 3 perks, but it's now a 550 weapon. As you can then see, I have a WOTA right here. This WOTA, although it's only a 6 gear score difference, it's still 24 sheet damage, which can equate to a lot more as you start to calculate how much your abilities do and so on. But if you looked at the difference between, let's say you're at 500 expertise and you got this WOTA at 590 that does 926 weapon damage, you also get the full focus benefit compared to a flat 500. You're going to get a bunch more attribute points, but you're also just going to do a ton more damage. So this becomes even more important as your gear score grinding on a DPS character. So to show you how big of a difference this can be on like a DPS weapon, look at this hatchet, 546, 435 sheet damage, and I have nothing scaled into my strength or dex. And if we look at a 590 name drop, this is 539 sheet damage. So you can just start to see how much of a difference that can really make if you are a 500 gear score character in PvE content. Obviously, this stuff scales up when you do OPR and PvP, but the really big thing that you can get is quest items. So in Brimstone, and if you were to do the Silver Crows quest lines, you can get guaranteed legendary items that are above 600 gear score. All of these named items from expeditions, quests, open world things that are 590, they are not a 600 drop at times. So you can get things that are above 600, give you 3 perks that are all viable, and just start pumping through your expertise grind. This is just a really good way to get a solid power boost and get a leg up on a fresh character, or perhaps if you're just somebody who's coming back. So to give you guys a little bit of a taste, just to see what kinds of things you could get. For instance, I can get this as a 590 life staff just by farming it out in Brimstone Sands from a named enemy. I can get this from farming in Brimstone Sands from a named enemy. And again, 590, and then it does have 3 perks, and it's viable in PvP or PvE. Shadowed Hands, another thing that you could get. Rezil Elemental version, refreshing. You farm it out of Grave Offerings from Brimstone Sands that you might get on a chest run. Sagacious Shirt, this is something that could come out of an expedition. You could get the whole Sagacious set, and you're having 3 perk PvE gear. It will start at 2 perks, it's 590, but it's still viable perks. Whether you look at the pants, the boots, anything, there are good perks there. You look at regular pants, another thing you can easily farm while you farm the owl that I just previously listed. 3 perks viable in PvP if you want, but also just 2 perks that'll be solid anyway in PvE or when you're leveling up. Sagacious Shoes. Look at any of these things from expedition. You look at jewelry, weapons, armor, just get 590 pieces and you will be so much stronger for your open world grind or your general expertise grind. This is just a quick little nugget. I hope all of you are doing well. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And thank you to every single one of you beautiful people for being you. I love you. I wouldn't be here without all of you. Bye, 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 bye.